time for Measure Twice.
Welcome to Measure Twice. I'm Rob Perugini, along with Chris Kramer from C. Kramer Interiors and Joel Graber from Graber Custom Remodeling. This is the show that helps you envision your home's potential. You're listening to us on Michiana's News Talk 95.3 MNC. We're brought to you in part by Leatherman Supply. Everything windows, doors, cabinets, and countertops, with the showroom now open in Granger next to C. Kramer Interiors and Hoosier Hardwood Floors, Michiana's trusted and valued experts on hardwood floors. You can visit them at HoosierHardwoodFloors.com. And you were impersonating Shirley from What's Happening, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh.
In the beginning.
From who? Shirley from what?
From What's Happening, the sitcom
What's Happening?
from the early 80s with Raj and Rerun.
He was too busy.
Raj
shaking
and Rerun.
He was at Studio 54 and
right.
skin-tight leather pants.
Leopard print.
Hey, what he wears under those pants is none of our business, Joel.
I agree.
You know what comes between me and my Calvins? Nothing.
Joel's too young to remember that even. Do you remember that? That was
Brooke Shields.
Yeah, that was
quite controversial, too.
Well, yeah, she was old enough. She wasn't even old enough to get on an Epstein flight.
Oh boy.
That was a good one, actually.
You can catch me at the Underground Laugh Lounge, May 15th. You really can, though.
That's really funny.
That is funny, isn't it?
Sad but true.
Sad but true. Sad but true. Let's get moving before we start getting suicidal in here.
Man,
not bad. That's
Ching.
he's a million of them.
No, Hillary doesn't listen to this program. They keep coming. They keep coming.
Are we your test audience here or what?
It's working. It's working in here. So, any rate, not talking about TV sitcoms. Although, interestingly, we've talked about this before, that you can look at TV shows and kind of see trends in homes and stuff. When TV shows used to be about the family and being in there, there's not a lot. I don't know if there's a lot of those right now. We're in that slump where everything is a hospital or a fire truck or something like that.
I just saw
No idea.
on the news yesterday that the Brady Bunch house in California is now a cultural icon, or so it's historic now.
Right.
So it's saved from demolition.
Well, I kind of agree with that because so many millions of people grew up in that living room, even though I don't think the inside of the house.
It does now. HGTV did a Brady Bunch series where they demoed the interior to make it look like the show.
Okay, because I knew it was the outside of the house.
Only the outside, yeah.
But now the inside reflects the show too. I thought that house was kind of cool. I still kind of think
I agree.
I think it's cool.
That's pretty much mid-century.
Yeah. With the big fireplace, hearth, and the
floating staircase.
Yeah, come on. They were a little ahead of their times, but he was an architect, so they couldn't drop the ball.
He was cutting edge.
Yeah. Now, the bright orange countertop.
Still there. They put them in.
Well, they had to.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be authentic. Can you get a quartz?
Oh, yeah.
That would be that color?
Yeah.
Because that was solid Formica probably back then.
It was Formica, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was a kid, our kitchen was orange and yellow.
Orange
Really?
and yellow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ann B. Davis working real hard in there. What was their name? I remember her actress name. What was she called?
Alice.
Alice. Gosh.
I wanted an Alice.
And the butcher.
Everybody wanted an Alice.
Yeah. Seriously, they were doing all right, that Brady Bunch.
Oh, yeah.
And yet the wife still didn't have a car. That's pretty
Or ever left the house.
Or never. Yeah, did she ever leave? Alice left the house
for the butcher.
Yeah. Sam the butcher.
That's right.
And they had a dog for half a season, and then he was gone. We don't know what happened to the dog. Remember the backyard with the AstroTurf?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was everything was cutting edge. They were like the Jetsons, only on the ground.
It was all groovy Greg Brady.
It was groovy, man.
Marsha.
Oh,
Yeah. Come on. But the house was really cool with the loft hallway and the floating stairs and the kitchen with was there a microwave in that kitchen?
I don't think so. That was 1969, so I'm not sure we had microwaves yet.
But it was kind of modernish, right?
Very.
It had the island, right? Where islands probably weren't really a super thing back then.
And they had the paneling in the family room.
Yeah, nice and warm. And it was like bi-level, right? Like you can go down in the foyer, the door, the giant wood door.
Yep. The house on this show was bigger than the house that they used in the front. So for the scene,
So you must walk in and be like, "This
is small."
Yeah, it's tight.
Everyone walking in is disappointed.
But I would love to live in a house like that with the rec room for the kids. No basement, California, right?
Yeah,
no real basement. And you had the architect room, right?
Yeah.
Where would the garage?
That was his office.
Well, yeah, but it was no windows in there. Remember,
I thought there were.
Were there? I don't remember. Yeah, it's just I just remember the giant table he would sit at, like making his drawings. He worked at home. He was ahead of his time, man.
Yeah,
And then the garage, though, I was always like, when they showed the outside of the house, I thought the garage was like, you can't really tell where it is.
it's detached. It was a detached garage
In the back.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
next to the AstroTurf.
Yeah, right.
You drove over the AstroTurf.
Yeah.
We weren't really going to talk about the Brady Bunch on the show today,
but here we are, first segment.
But here we are. But I did want to talk about something interesting, like jump into, the real topic. But what's your guys' position on Murphy beds? Like the fold away.
Yeah, I know they are.
I was saying that for the audience.
They
Usually horizontal.
Yeah,
that's the position.
Okay, they're playing the role of Chris today. That was a Chris joke if I ever heard one. No, like what? Are you being tight-lipped about it because you don't like them?
No,
because I feel like if you have a room that is generally,
they could serve a real purpose.
That's what I thought. Like they're if you have a room that's like an office, but you get company, you can
move all your office furniture around so you can pull the bed down. Yes, all right.
I don't think Chris likes Murphy beds.
It's not that I don't like them. I think they have a application, but keep in mind that they're tucked into the wall until you pull it down. So
right.
So you have to kind of make sure do you want to move things around all the time? And how often do you use it,
So you're saying you can't put anything in front of it anyway,
Correct.
So you're not really saving any space because you have this void. Right.
Well, you do save space if you don't want it to be, if it's a multi-purpose room. And let's say it's an office but if you arrange your furniture, you have to rearrange every time you put it down.
Right. Or else.
That makes sense. Otherwise, what's the point?
Do you think people don't think that through and they're like, we'll put a Murphy bed in there, and you're like, well, make sure your desk's on wheels.
Right, or make sure okay, so we can do that, but here are the pros and the cons.
It goes.
I've never done one.
It goes never. What?
Mm-mm.
Wait, you've made a jungle room.
Yeah,
and you've never
because every time we've had someone that was interested in it, by the time we'd figured out the layout, it didn't work.
It's like one of those things that works on paper,
idea.
but not, or works in the mind.
Right.
The theory is sound, but the practicality doesn't always. It's a very specific application.
Right. I'm not saying I'm not opposed to them, but I've never had one work out where in a right situation to use one
in a home.
home.
I've seen them a lot in apartments. Like I've had friends that lived in New York or Philadelphia, and their apartment was a studio, and their bed was a Murphy bed, and it went away. Like out of the room. But did they move table? I think you're right. I think they did.
You have to
move the table because I'm the two that I'm thinking of. I think both of them were kind of they slept in the kitchen, not really, but like
more or less.
Yeah, more or less in the kitchen, right?
Plus, you got to take the bedding off and all of that.
Do you? I don't think they did. I think they just tucked it up and
they left their sheets, or in the sheets I can see, but comforters and all that were on it still.
Yeah,
and pillows.
Well, if they were using it every day
they used
was it deep enough to accommodate all that?
Well, I'm trying to remember now because that's one of the things
at the top. It was kind of you could see the edge of the mattress.
That's how they pull it down.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think. They had like one looked like had not accordion doors, but like doors that opened up. Like
Bifold?
We were talking about last
Bifold?
week. Yeah. And then the bed kind of hid in a closet. It was like in a closet.
Oh, one of them?
Yeah. and then the other was just like you knew it was a Murphy bed. I mean, it was covered kind of, but you knew. But on the one, it looked like you had a closet, but in that closet was the Murphy bed, and in the other, it looked like somebody just changed the paneling on the wall. There was you kind of clear that it was a Murphy bed behind that thing because you were in one room,
Right.
so unless you were sleeping on the floor, that had to be where the bed is.
Right.
You know, but I guess in both you knew where the bed was because there was one room,
Right.
but one was more fashionable. Let's put it that way. But I didn't get to ask my question. But when we come back, I just want to talk about like not just Murphy beds, but like dual purpose spaces because that seems to be the hot topic. When we come back, this is Measure Twice. Welcome back to Measure Twice. I'm Rob Perugini, along with Chris Kramer, impersonating the
Sound effects.
Yeah,
guy.
and some sound effects. Chris Kramer from C. Kramer Interiors and Joel Graber from Graber Custom Remodeling. This is the show that, well, helps you envision your home's potential and can give you some sound effects from video games.
Yeah.
You're listening to us on Michiana's News Talk 95.3 MNC, and we're brought to you in part by Leatherman Supply. Everything windows, doors, countertops, and more. And their showroom's now open in Granger next to C. Kramer Interiors and Hoosier Hardwood Floors, Michiana's trusted and valued experts on hardwood floors. You can visit them at HoosierHardwoodFloors.com. Really, the topic today is multi-purpose rooms, and I started with the age-old ultimate multi-purpose statement, and that's the Murphy bed, which surprisingly Chris has never done, but Joel made a good point off air. Chris, if we were in Chicago or New York City, you might run into that more than you do when you're really doing homes. You know, like you don't run into it a ton in a home. But my question for Joel was: let's say you are going to do a Murphy bed. Chris just did a fist pump, so you must.
I was just reading the disadvantages of a Murphy bed.
Were you really?
He was.
Let's get to that in a second. Just put a pin in that, Chris. Hold on.
He
Joel,
was justified.
If we're Chris is always justified.
I know.
Like I rarely.
I know.
We have zero gotcha moments with Chris.
Yeah.
Zero. But if you were going to put a Murphy bed in, do they in fact go into the wall, or are they still on the outside of the wall?
It's a cabinet, more or less, that's built so that a bed will pull out.
Yeah, it sticks out of the wall.
I mean,
still in the room.
to accommodate a bed in the wall, now you have a really deep wall.
Yep. Or you've notched into the room behind it.
Yeah,
It's coming from somewhere, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think some people have the misnomer that
just pulls out of the wall.
No,
that it's
a cabinet.
it's flat. It's not
Yeah.
flat. It's still there in the room.
It's in the room.
Yeah.
It just folds up.
And I don't think we're not necessarily. I don't think our position as a show is we're against Murphy beds.
No,
Just
absolutely not.
It's just they're not as practical as they appear to be.
Everything has its place.
Yeah, they're not. But let's get to Chris's fist pump moment there.
Well, basically what we said before. You have to rearrange the furniture every time you use it. You have to make and unmake the bed every time you use it. Cost is a big factor.
Yeah, they're not free.
They're not.
No.
Yeah, they're not.
And the mechanisms to make a Murphy bed work appropriately are not cheap.
And if someone's older and have to raise that up, and it's not.
I'll kill them.
Yeah, it could. That's one of the things I pointed out was that they can be dangerous.
Mortality rates with those things not good.
You don't want to be in front
Look
of
under the bed.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a law named after it.
That's the last
That's
time
right, the
I
Murphy's.
He's got a water Murphy bed.
Oh, jeez. That thing would be ridiculous.
What's this aquarium we have here? It's fish on one side, bed on the other. Chris,
Would be weird.
I challenge you to talk somebody into doing that in their house. No, I have this grand idea. You've seen The Little Mermaid, right?
That would be you squished in the other side.
Here's new meaning of the word sleeping with the fishes.
Yes,
Sleeping
right.
on the fishes.
Eek.
Yeah.
Those poor fish.
Oh, my God. You can sleep strapped to it up against the wall, can't you? Just make sure your head's at the top. But, yeah, Murphy beds were just the kickoff for multi-purpose rooms because I think we're coming out of the housing kind of crisis thing, but people were forced to stay in houses longer than their family allowed or longer than their like business allowed if they're doing home stuff. And where I think a lot of people are multitasking their homes. So they're using space for more than one reason, right? And probably not the kitchen. The kitchen's probably sacred ground.
I mean, you have the right kitchen. You can set up a little office.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But not like it used to be. You're not going to put a desk, like a built-in desk or something in there anymore. It's just your island or...
Right. I did, I'm at house.com because the original article would not pull up on the computer in this.
Oh, no.
Double Duty Rooms is their article, and I was seeing they don't have it in here, and I thought they would, but I saw an island on the original article that had so the island was set up, like if you looked at the kitchen, it looked like every other kitchen with an island, and then the top of the island had it looked like a waterfall side, but it really was a flip up so that they could work at the island. And you're shaking your head, but it wasn't to the floor. Like I said, waterfall. I don't think it went all the way to the floor. It kind of just looked like, and it flipped up.
And it flips up, so you've got a hinge underneath it to make it a desk or something?
Yeah. And then under it was like a laptop, where your laptop was stored. And
how attractive.
and I wish I could show you. It didn't look bad. I mean, it looked really, but they dress them up when they're taking pictures.
No cables, everything's wireless now anyways.
Yeah, the cable thing, that's kind of...
Other than a power cord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
when
you need it. You just really need power.
Why not drop a desk countertop next to it at desk height and just leave it there?
I guess
it could be a dining table also.
Well, it could just have to do with space, though.
That's true.
But man, hinging something.
I know.
Hinging a piece of stone. We've had to do that.
It was
before.
not stone. Sorry,
it's a pain.
Was it Formica?
Was it wood?
It was wood.
Oh,
it was wood. It wasn't stone.
Can you imagine stone?
It'd be like a Quasimodo. Would be over there.
We've had to do that like with
just the ratchet
the TVs that go
but can you imagine flipping up a
piece of
stone?
No, that stuff's heavy.
No, I should have mentioned it was
okay.
It was wood, and it was
wear your adult diaper when you're picking that thing up.
Well, yeah, you definitely
By the time you're done lifting it, you're too tired to work. So there you go.
I think the most innovation that I'm seeing in the articles, though, they tend to pick on laundry rooms and make laundry rooms into more than the laundry room. And if you can see this picture,
it looks like a kitchen.
That's exactly what I thought it was when I looked at it, but it's not. It's a laundry room with just a big basin. But this is a person that's probably assembling things
like a
crafty,
work room,
like a craft room. And that's the least stretch for me is to take. Can you see that, Chris?
No. Oh. Sorry.
Visceral reaction.
I like the island.
I think the island's cool looking, really. It's wood. It's got little stars under it. And a
what are you doing in your laundry room?
I really think it's an arts and crafts room.
Oh, that one makes sense.
Because if you had some sort of art, like a Pinterest.
We've done wrapping rooms.
Wrapping rooms are big. My sister just got a wrapping room in her laundry room, actually.
Wrong rap.
That was like Mel Torme.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
He has rap.
So when they remake Police Academy, they're going to call him.
Absolutely. Yeah. The sound effects are so realistic. Yeah. I was like, "Ooh, is this Snoop Dogg's in here?"
Snoop Dogg.
But the wrapping room, that's interesting because she was very her designer had ideas, and it is functional. There's no better gift wrapper than my sister in the world.
I wouldn't know.
She doesn't get me anything ever.
Yeah.
But
Haven't
you're
got
right.
one thing from her.
That's
That's
really
right.
funny you said that because they're building a wrapping room in her house right now, and it's really not a whole room. It's really just dual purpose. It is her laundry room.
Yeah.
And then, like to the one side, they're changing it to a wrapping room, and she has like 3 levels of pull out. What would
the
you call
paper?
that? Yeah, like so you can store paper,
Yeah.
and it's got a magazine of paper. So if she doesn't like, she can change the paper out, and this thing rolls on the top,
Yep.
and it drops it in, and then she can to change seasons. Whatever. Easter, I don't know, whatever.
She loves wrapping gifts, huh?
So you've done one too?
Oh, multiple.
Yeah, that must be. Is that new or is that?
No. Oh, no. This is 20 years ago.
And I honestly though,
And now people want a space. If they have the space, they want it to be functional. They want to use it for wrapping. They'll use it for, it's basically multi-purpose wrapping. It could be also craft, scrapbooking. When scrapbooking was big.
right, shipping because she sends stuff. Her,
Oh,
her
perfect.
kids live all over live all over the place, so she's always sending packages.
Oh, that's perfect.
So it's kind of like she has that. What is that paper? That brown pack.
Yeah, I know what you're
Packing
talking about.
paper? Yeah, the packing paper.
Packing paper. It's because she doesn't. It's gauche to just send a box to her, so she'll wrap the box in the brown paper, like old school.
Yeah.
Like that. So, but that is kind of funny you mentioned that a wrapping room. That's
Yeah, because we had to have spaces to hang, because you can put the wrap on a rod and hang it.
That's
and
right.
So
That's
yeah.
right. And it's got to be straight, and it's got to tear.
Yep.
You got
Yep.
the blade to tear it perfectly every time, and
Yep.
you can strike the paper. It's all kinds of
Yep.
crazy stuff.
Yep.
So that is something. But when we come back, let's multi-purpose a different room. This is Measure Twice. Welcome back to Measure Twice. I'm Rob Perugini, along with Joel Graber from Graber Custom Remodeling and Chris Kramer from C. Kramer Interiors. This is the show that helps you envision your home's potential, and we're brought to you in part by Leatherman Supply. Everything windows, doors, cabinets, and countertops, with the showroom now open in Granger next to C. Kramer Interiors and Hoosier Hardwood Floors. Michiana's trusted and valued experts on hardwood floors. You can visit them at HoosierHardwoodFloors.com. And what are you wielding over there?
That's a doorstop.
Yeah, you got to.
That's heavy.
Is it your lucky doorstop, or did you
lucky
just
doorstop.
find it? Like,
It's just that they put stuff within arm reach of Chris in this studio, and then it gets picked
It's
up.
been here for months. Okay. I don't even know where it's supposed to go.
well,
but-
nothing stops that door. Okay,
Right.
so
this could have been a form. Yeah, could have knocked it right out.
just to pull back the curtain a little bit, there's like major doors, and there's a major door in the studio. It's like solid oak. I don't know what
Yeah.
that thing's made of, but we wear out door stops routinely in here.
I believe it.
That's the one that stops it from going through the wall, right? Like,
Yeah.
but there isn't one. Is there one down there?
I don't think you could.
There
get,
is not.
You
no.
can't pull that door open hard enough.
No, I was
because
going to say
weighs
it will
500
take you
pounds.
out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the Quasimodo door over there. But the door stops that keep it from closing, we wear them out. How many of you think we've gone through in 15 years? 100?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Hey, look, it's a testament to a solid oak door,
Yep.
right? I mean, we should have a door. We haven't had a door show in a couple of years. We should do that. But we're talking about,
We'll put that on the calendar.
let's do it, multi-purpose rooms. And we talked about the kitchen, right? You could probably throw an office in the kitchen and hide it pretty good, right? I mean,
All you need is a surface.
all you need is, that's right. All you need is a place to put a laptop. But I think one of the things that people forget with the multi-purpose room is if you have a home, if you're doing work at home, I firmly believe you need to have a space that's your workspace so that you can leave work.
Right.
You know?
Well, so that you can leave work and so that you can leave home also, because otherwise it cuts into productivity.
But yeah, it goes both ways, right?
For me, if I'm working at home, I also want a space where I don't have to put all my stuff away every time I'm done.
Right.
And then only to have to pull it out again, all my paperwork and all of that. So if I don't feel like putting it away, because I'm going to get back to it in a little bit, I want a space like that.
Right, because there's a lot of symbolic stuff, and I think that's what you guys are getting at. You're like, symbolically, you want to be able to go home from work, even if you're home, like leave that space. But you also don't want to have to like set your office up every day,
Right?
Because then productivity suffers, and it's kind of a hassle, and then it can't be inconvenient, right?
Right.
That's kind of what you're getting at.
Yeah.
But, like since COVID, like statistically, it's proven out that you're just not nearly as productive if you aren't in a workspace.
I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
If I worked from home, I would not be productive at all because I'd be thinking, oh, I need to go over here and take care of this.
Yeah, I would.
He's got sticks to pick up.
There's
I've got to climb my 4-foot ladder.
I haven't been up there in 5 days. Oh, it's 70 today. I should be walking around the roof.
Look how dirty those windows are. I know that's how my mind. That's how my mind works.
Well, and that's how most generally that's how most people's minds work.
Right.
And so you have to have a separation. And it goes the other way, like what you were saying. Once you are done and you are home, you can be done at home.
Right.
So having that blurred line, it's difficult. Some people can do it really well, but it's not the majority of people.
No, because when I at the end of the day when I go home, I don't want to think about work.
No,
Yeah.
I have to.
I want to turn it off.
I have to leave it at work.
Right. It's too easy to suddenly have one or the other consume you. Like either work's going to consume you and you're never not at work.
Yeah.
You're just at work 24/7. Or you're supposed to be at work, but dirty windows are on your mind. Or
Right.
is it trash day? I can go get the trash cans. Or those things, you got to be able to like have that separation,
Right.
or else it won't work.
The dog wants out. Oh, the dog wants in. Now the dog wants out again. Those are actual day-to-day distractions.
Right. And I think that like houses generally, we're looking at house.com, and generally they have really good articles. And this is a good article. It's titled 15 Rooms That Excel at Double Duty. And really, it's just like every room, they're just making an excuse to make it a workspace. Like they didn't really do anything other than.
But post-COVID, this is a result of the COVID. People were educating their kids at home. People were working from home. So they needed separate spaces for each of those functions.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we're finishing up a project that for a younger couple that's more or less what they're doing. They work at home. They both work at home. They need separate space. They're expecting more children, so they need to be able to separate. And so that's what we've been doing for them, is making these spaces for them so that they have a place that they can go for their work.
Yeah. Because that's usually what we run into. If they're working from home, they have it's a designated space.
Right.
It is not a desk in a kitchen. It is not a flip top something in the living room it is a designated, so they can go in, shut themselves off from the rest of the house and function on their productivity.
I mean, the idea of dual spaces is a great idea, but when it comes down to it, how functional is that really?
Yeah, I think for work specifically,
Right.
you need separation. You have to get all the way to the end of the article to see the fun stuff that really is cool.
Well, I mean,
Like,
I think
of dual spaces.
I've thought about it for
Yeah.
a while, and I hope my wife doesn't listen to this show at all. But we have a space in our mudroom, and she's a plant person, and she loves working with her plants.
Right.
It's like a perfect space to have like a potting area for her, like a works
a cutting room.
Yeah.
Right.
For her to work on this and be able to be doing this in a space that, isn't the kitchen
Right.
or just out wherever she has her plants, where she can take them, do her dividing, all the other stuff that she does with it,
Right.
keep her stuff.
But that's the dual space.
So that would be a
I'm
great
thinking
dual.
of.
That would be a great dual space.
Right. Right. When we were talking last week about like laundry room stuff, having that basin that you can handle like super dirty clothes if you have a bunch of football players or hockey players, things you're going to have to rinse, but also make it big enough so that you can wash a dog in it.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, that's dual purpose. That's the kind of dual purpose that's fun. Everybody falls back on I'm going to work at home, and it's like,
Yeah.
I think more often than not, look at your dual spaces for like, well, can we do something cool that's extra in this room? And I don't know if you can see this picture, but that playroom, family room, look at that climbing wall.
I see it.
They did a climbing wall. Now, if you
Is that a basketball hoop above it?
I was thinking the same thing when I first saw it. It's just like a barn door, like with storage
Oh, okay.
up there. Like they can.
Oh, maybe.
crawl in
I
it.
think they can climb up the
Yeah,
wall, go
and
through
then-
that opening, and go down the slide.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have 2 rooms like that at home.
But look, here's a house that they probably have kids, and they've got this giant room. Because really, look at that. This is a giant room. And
That's commitment.
yeah, you've committed. Now that's leaving that space eventually.
Yeah.
You're guaranteeing
Oh, yeah.
a renovation. They're getting a renovation in about 8 years.
Because, well, unless
Unless you keep
you
our
have a bunch of
grandkids,
kids and then you have grandkids coming, like,
or you do a lot of babysitting.
Yeah. Well, a lot of babysitting, and you have a great rider on your insurance
Yes,
because a rock wall in your house,
well,
you're asking for it.
when I put a wrestling room in my barn, I'm going to I have plans for a climbing wall.
You should if you're going to do that. Just make sure you insure it properly because
course.
people are going to fall off that thing. But I thought that was kind of neat. Like, that's creative. That's neat. By the way, the architecture in this room is really awesome. It is a big room. It looks like it has 20-foot ceilings and arches and
would
giant
guess.
It's
ceilings.
fun.
12-foot or
It looks like a space that they utilized over a garage or something that didn't have a function before.
Right, and they just made it that. So that brings us to like these garages that are not attached to the house in like older homes that you can do stuff above your garage. You can multi-purpose
you could
your
do
garage.
that in any home.
Yeah.
True, any home, right?
It attaching it to your house and whatnot is a little more expensive, but you probably have access to water then too, so you can do more with it if it's attached.
Right. I think the other obvious one is the home gym. Like you can repurpose, you can add a gym to your basement. You can.
It looks like a kid's playroom.
Well, it looks like the next one is like a kids' playroom, and they have an
What's
interesting
the
built-in.
pole there in the middle?
I think that's a basement. It's not. It's. I know what Joel's getting at, and clearly the pole's too thick to do anything on.
I wouldn't know. I'll trust you on that.
Oh,
You're from New Jersey.
we all have our experiences.
I just thought it was there to support the
Yes,
floor above.
that's exactly what's going on there. But what this home did was they put a bunch of colorful built-ins
Yeah, isn't it fun?
for the kids.
Yeah, it's cute.
And then over in the corner, they have the gym, and it's a separate space. Because, like, at the gym, if you have a home gym, it can't be dispersed among furniture. It's just
No, it doesn't work.
No.
It's got to be a designated space.
yeah, you just won't use it. And that's the thing. When we come
People
back,
have those, don't use them either.
Oftentimes.
you can't hang clothes all that far away from the. Anyway, when we come back, let's go into the next room. The kids. This is Measure Twice. Welcome back to Measure Twice. I'm Rob Perugini, along with Joel Graber from Graber Custom Remodeling and Chris Kramer from C. Kramer Interiors. This is the show that helps you envision your home's potential, and you're listening to us on Michiana's News Talk 95.3 MNC. We're brought to you in part by Leatherman Supply. Everything windows, doors, cabinets, and countertops, with the showroom now open in Granger next to C. Kramer Interiors. And Hoosier Hardwood Floors, Michiana's trusted and valued experts on hardwood floors. You can visit them at HoosierHardwoodFloors.com. We're talking about multi-purpose, dual purpose, triple purpose.
Quadruple.
Do I hear quintuple? Do I hear how many things can we do in this room? And I'm actually
I got some ideas.
We're making light of it, but you can also over-purpose a room. It can be too many purposes. I mean, you can, this is our craft room, kitchen, laundry room. Like you can kind of over-purpose it. And I think some people do that with their garages. Like you look at a garage, like it's the ultimate multi-purpose room. But like when you commit to a party garage, parking your car in there sometimes.
Well, if you do it right, you can park your car in there.
Okay.
For sure.
But then it basically is a dual purpose,
Yeah.
right?
You're probably not like working. You're not wrenching on it in that garage.
Probably not. The spill factor, the smell factor, all that stuff.
I mean, just the tools that you would need, or there's only so much you can do.
But then subtly, right? I said the kitchen's probably a single purpose. Now that I'm thinking about it, you can have multi-purposes that are culinary in a kitchen. So really, it's the ultimate multi-purpose room, really. Because I've seen baking centers in a room, that's just for baking, where you have like a marble, where you roll out pastries that need marble, or whatever for it. You can have like sections that say, okay, well, this is the kitchen. We're doing kitchen stuff, but I've kind of built this little area because I like to bake.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I have this little area because I'm doing whatever else in the kitchen. You don't really get that in like a living room. Like, this is where I watch TV, and then this is where maybe you do. And this is where I listen to records. I don't know. Maybe
Records?
Yeah. You remember records?
Yes.
They were like tape cassettes, only flat and bumpy. But can you multi-purpose a living room? Like, if you have a home theater, can you do anything else in that room? I don't know. I guess you could.
That's a question for Chris.
Yeah.
Typically, like a theater room?
Yeah.
Do you multi-purpose it?
Yeah.
No.
You can't, right? I mean,
not really.
Once you made a theater,
It's set up for a specific purpose.
And I think we've talked about this. I think that's why they're kind of going away, right? Like,
No, I don't know. They're still out there.
Are you still seeing people that want?
Yeah, not as often, but I think a lot of people put them in and realize they never use them.
Yeah,
Right.
Because now if you go to, whatever suite online or like electronics companies, I can't think of the names of them, but shoot, your surround sound systems right now, take any room and make it pretty much a theater.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need all that extravagant wall covering anymore,
Right.
because these sound systems understand your space and deliver,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and that was like the case where like that's such a specific room, and there's no windows. It's like you're not hanging out there. You're going watching a movie and leaving. It's I think that the ultimate these hyperbole I'm using here. The living room is a multi-purpose space already.
Yeah.
It really. It's already the place you watch TV, but you
can also turn off the TV and have a conversation. You can entertain in your room. You can have a desk. You can work in that room. So
right. And if you have a desk in the room and that's the only place you can work, right, you could have a secretary desk that.
And depending on the space, I mean, we've done flip top tables to function as that can fold up and be a sofa table. Then when you need dining, you pull it out, open up the leaves.
Oh, wow.
It opens up and becomes your dining area.
So is there a fashionable for my wife works at home and she was looking at.
That's what this is all about.
No, it wasn't about me. It really was.
Ulterior motives there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it took 4 segments to figure it out.
We started with Murphy bed. Like, what am I going to do with a Murphy bed?
Sleep on it.
I guess. Vertically.
Yes.
I want to be in the wall like a bat.
Hanging upside down?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I need more oxygen to my brain. But she was looking at the coffee tables that have the
lift up.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're super fashionable. Like,
they've been around for a long, long, long time.
Yeah,
and primarily they were there for eating. You could sit in front of your TV and raise it up and have a
snack.
More than a snack.
Like, it's full on dinner.
You full on dinner in front of your TV.
I'll tell you this: they're at the higher.
That's what they were for.
They're at the higher price end of coffee tables,
which is interesting. I doubt that.
Well, okay, let me put it this way.
Okay, go to see Chris. See Chris.
Well,
I doubt
your mind.
Let me restate that. Look, there's no low, there's no super low end, is what I'm saying. I know you can spend as much as you want on them. I mean, I can.
Yeah, they're a super low end.
I guess. Maybe we just didn't look there. I thought that they were middle. They start in the middle there for what I guess what we're looking at. I guess might have been nicer. I don't know, but
You're looking at one for your wife?
No, I had to because she's.
Oh, you have one?
No.
No, he's just he had to look.
I had to look because she's looking. What am I going to do? Like, no, I don't want to see that, honey. That's not the wrong answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Have the cabinet shop build you one.
I guess so. We could do that, I suppose. But my point is that was an attempt to multitask.
It is. I mean,
another task.
That's exactly its purpose, is to either use it as a dining area or you could sit there as a work area.
From when we started looking at them, they've gotten more elegant looking. Back when we started looking a few years ago, boy, they weren't pretty. And they were. You could tell that was a multi-purpose desk. It was too industrial. But is that where I'm going? Is like, do you need to hide the other purpose? Like, if you're in a living room but you also work there, do you need to put that stuff away, right? Like,
well, it's not that you're trying to hide it, because you can't hide the table that lifts up. I mean,
there it is.
There it is. It's your coffee. It becomes a coffee table when you're not using it.
But then kind of morphs into something.
Into something else. So it's not. So in the 90% of the time, it's probably down as a coffee table.
And then
so it's disguised as. I mean, so no one would know its other function is to be a desk.
Because I don't think we're at the point where that multifunction is part of the style.
It should be.
It should be?
Yeah. You don't want it to look out of place. It should tie in with the rest of the room.
That's what I meant. Like, do you hide it? Like, that's something like, does
no,
it go away?
It should. Well, like that coffee table isn't going to go away. So you want to find something that fits with your decor.
You blend it.
You blend it in. You don't hide it.
Right.
You can't hide it.
Right.
So you make it a functional piece, part of the room, right, visually and functionally.
Now, of course, other spaces like a basement, the gym / playroom, they kind of just exist together.
Right.
You're multi-purposing a space that's already.
You're multi-purposing the space, not a piece.
Not a piece, right? So that's like that portion of the basement over there is the gym. This portion over here is this. It's not like you're taking a kitchen and adding an office.
Right.
It's like this is a giant room. But these spaces, you're multitasking in spaces now that we didn't even think about 20 years ago. You're sitting with a laptop on your couch. You probably need to have a power source near it. Now,
20 years ago, do we have laptops? I mean,
yeah.
So I'm just, technology it drives our function.
Yeah. And I really think if you have the power, like literally electricity to these places, you've solved a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Like, don't you see that? We see that all the time now.
Yeah.
We have Mark.
Tell him.
Oh, I can't tell him. Yeah, just tune in next week.
Quiet.
This is Measure Twice.
Podcasts by Federated Media.